Okay, and I think we can get started. I'm sure people will still join us, but it's fine. I'll start with the introduction. So thank you so much for being here with us today. We're excited to get the rhythm going about this Insiders call. You'll see a lot of action in the next couple of months as we move along into rebuilding the experience that we're offering with our webparts. So today we're focusing on quick links, and we will be discussing the webparts modern experience. So that this process of rebuilding the webparts from BindTuning so that they align better with out of the box, not just with design, but in terms of functionality. We'll be focusing specifically on the quick links, and you'll see a first-hand demo of the new version. We would like you to share your feedback and suggestions with us for this specific webpart. We've launched the webpart for insiders about a week ago, so we're hoping that if you've had time to test it, or if after seeing the demo you have some comments that you'd like to share with us, we would be happy to have those. And then finally, we'll cover when and how to migrate. So we'll let you know when the webpart becomes available for the public, and how we suggest that you go and replace your current version of quick links with this new updated version. Joining me today on the call, we have Marco. Marco is a senior SharePoint solutions engineer at BindTuning, and he'll be driving the demo and also gathering your comments to then share with the product team. So, webparts modern experience. This is a tricky way of classifying this new experience that we're aiming at providing you. It's not that we're making our webparts available for modern, right? They've been available for modern SharePoint for quite a long time. What we're doing now is enhancing what we have to offer, and not just aligning with what out of the box offers you, but also making it better. So as I said at the beginning, we're working on design, aligning with what's the standard of Microsoft webparts, but also we're adding functionality that you don't get with out-of-the-box webparts. The first step into building this new experience was the launch of Celebrations webpart and Script Editor webpart back in June. We're now moving the same concept, the same goal, and we're applying that to all the webparts that, as BindTuning, we've been making available for many years. What kinds of things can you expect right now, and that you'll see in Celebrations, in Script Editor, and now in Quick Links? So data mashup, so you'll be able to have different sources of data. As of today, you'll keep using the list, but you'll also have the possibility of storing content within the webpart itself. And the plan is to keep evolving this so that you have data stored in Google spreadsheets or in your OneDrive. So we want to make this experience much easier and smoother for you. Also, we're improving our audience targeting to support 80 groups, and we're extending the options of branding the webparts. So we're making it possible for you to align your webparts colors and styles with either an out-of-the-box theme, if you have those, or a BindTuning theme in an easy, streamlined way. We're also improving our list picker, and you'll see that today when Marco drives our demo. What's coming? So we'll improve data mashup significantly, extending to different data sources. We'll add social engagement, and I know people on the call will be excited about this. We'll also implement a new functionality on content bookmarks, more to come on this shortly. And well, this is just the beginning. The reasoning why we're doing these calls is to show you firsthand what our thoughts are, show you firsthand how the initial version of the webparts are, and then gathering your feedback so that we can keep improving. Now, the quick links, you've all had access to it last week, June 30. Today we have the insider call. It will become general available on July 11. Now, the next webparts to be launched as part of this insider program are going to be lists, which is the rebranded name of filters, and two new webparts, title and divider. We are aiming at July 27 to make this available to you firsthand. And what we're going to do differently this time is that we'll do this call with the demo and the questions and the feedback gathering on July 27. And then you'll have a full week to send us some further comments or questions, and then we'll make it general available in August 1st for lists and August 15th for title and divider. So that's the plan. And now, Marco, if you want to start showing the quick links web part, I think it will help everyone get a better sense of what we're doing here.
Yes, thank you, Francisca. So I will share my window here. And I have already here a page where we have the quick links, the modern experience quick links. And I think I have here 8 instances of the web part, each one of them showing a different layout. So I will start to just make a quick overview on the layouts. So we have the strip layouts where we can have or not an outlined border. And as you can see, you can have a title and an icon or even an image. Then we have the tile layout where we can have a title and an icon. And if you want more information, you can use our card layouts. We have 3 different card layouts here, and as you can see, you can show the title and the description and an image or an icon. And the other 2 layouts, it's more classic layouts, the lists and the compact lists. So as you can see, this is a very different look and feel, and it's a look and feel much more similar to what Microsoft uses on modern SharePoint pages. So as you can see, it's a very different UI. So if we go to a blank page and let me just remove this one. And if we add the web part to the page, the first thing that you will notice is that the web part has already some content. This is the demo content. And this is not stored on a SharePoint list. Actually, it's stored on the web part itself. And yeah, you can just try to edit the items, delete or add new items here, stored at the web part. And now it's a good place. It's a good. Now we have some content. Now we can just explore some functionalities. So as you can see here, we have 2 kinds of data source. We can get data from the web part or from a SharePoint list. For now, I'm just leaving as it is, and it's a good. Now it's a good moment to just check the layouts. So this is the strip layout and another strip layout with an image here. So the tiles, cards, and other cards, and the list layouts. So I'm just going to choose this one here. And as you can see, we can just change the number of columns. Let's go for 3. And you have here a color picker where you can choose a background color to your layouts. And all of these colors will always be a light variant of the color. So all the colors that you choose here, it will be with an opacity of 15%. So here, if you have a BindTuning theme installed, as I have, you can choose from our theme colors palette, and you can just check these colors. And as you can see, this blue is darker than this one because we only allow light colors here. And you can also choose from your change the look palette. So just choose a color, or if you want, you can choose free. So let's go for this one here. And For now, we just are displaying these layouts as a grid, but in the future we will it will be possible to have the links inside the slider and with pagination. So one new thing on our new web parts is that we allow now to define the audience targeting at the web part level. So we can have here, we can search for users or groups. I have a security group here. And now I have an icon here saying that, okay, I will be targeted to this item. So if I republish all the items, the web part will be visible to me. But you can also add users to a specific item. So if you do that, you go here and let's go for Adele. And now this item will only be visible to Adele. So now I have a red icon here saying that this item will not be visible to me. If I republish, I only have 3 items. So I will just remove this. And also this. Another cool thing is that you can now make use of drag and drop to order items. And let's just move this one here to the second place, this one here for the first place. And if I republish, the items are reordered. So some other things that we already had on the old version. If I have here a title, you can apply the color, and you also can apply the color of the theme inside the web part content. Let's go for it's not black, it's a dark gray. So the first thing that one other thing very important on this web part is if you are not getting data from a list, but if you are storing the data on your web part, when you click to add a new link, you will be able to choose from different sources like the recent documents. You can grab it for stock images, OneDrive, your document libraries on your site, or you can just upload from your computer, which I'm going to do now. Let's go for this landscape. It will be stored on the document library. Add the file. And now I have this landscape here. If you go from a link, let's try BindTuning. We will get some information on this URL, and all the fields of this link will be automatically filled. So if I choose BindTuning.com, as you can see, you have a new link here where you have the BindTuning image, the title, and the description. And all the information is automatically stored on your item here. Of course, you can change later. So I'm going to save, republish, and it's very, very, very easy to get to add new links. So let's make use of SharePoint list. If you want to store your links inside the SharePoint list, then you go here and you can choose from the current site or from another site. And if you choose another site, we'll have your frequent and recent sites where you can choose from. But I'm just going to choose current sites, and I will select an existing list. If you don't have a quick links list, then you can create a new one here. But let's go to an existing list. Let's find it, click, okay. And the web part is connected to the list. You also have here some advanced mapping options. where you can choose the fields of the list that will be mapped to the web parts. So here, this all of the columns are with the same name, but you can choose another one. And you also can choose a view, or you can filter with a camel query if you know how to do it. So if you add a new link to a list, so it's the same thing. I will just write here like Twitter. And when I click outside, you will get some information. Oh, sorry, Twitter doesn't have information, but let's say I remember one Portuguese site right now. As you can see, we have all the information already filled, and of course, we can later change it. So just save it, and we have our newspaper here on Portugal. So I think for the demo, I think I have covered everything. Francisca, you can go on. Thank you.
Let me just go to the chat because we have a question there. So
Okay.
Will the picker dialog show organizational asset libraries if we have them? Jim, I don't know if you want to open up your mic and explain further. I don't know. Marco, did you get the question?
Okay, let me just read it again. Yes. Will that picker dialog show organizational asset libraries if you have them? Yes. So if I understand the question, yeah, when you go to the file picker, and if you have your document libraries or asset libraries, yes, they will be shown, and you can upload the file there.
Good. Thanks, Jim. Okay, so let me go back now. Well, next thing would be actually opening up for any questions or feedback you may have on this webpart, anything you like seeing or anything you would want to see. You can type it on the chat or open up your mic, whatever works best. Alternatively, I can also give you a form to fill out later if you want to, I don't know, do some further testing or.
This is Rob from MFS. I'm just wondering, do you have an example of this in context of a web page? Just curious to see it, you know, embedded in a site, even like a test environment.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Can you repeat, please?
I was just wondering, do you have this placed in a test site anywhere where we could, you know, see it dropped in, you know, in the context of a page? Not a must. I'm just curious.
No, we don't have any page with that.
Marco, I would, sorry for interrupting. So Beatrice here. I would suggest showing your demo pages. Yes, we do. We do, Jim. I don't know if Marco is understanding. You can share, it's just now, like share your screen. You have your demo pages.
Yeah, the same you've just used, Marco.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jim, they will not be wonderful, beautiful, okay? So it's just demo content.
Okay, yeah, but this is on my tenants, but we can replicate this on another environment and give you access if you want. If I understand well, sorry.
Can you show our Modern X site, demo site, Marco?
This one here that I just showed before?
No. Our modern X
Yes.
tenant.
Modern Next Tenant, this one
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
This page. Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy loaded with different stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So bear with us. But yeah, we have many different examples there.
Yeah, we have some examples here, the links, web parts, with some examples, and we also have another web parts here.
So if I understood Rob's question, this is Vijay Beatrice. Hope you're doing well. Is what we are thinking is like have the quick link as one web part in a modern page. Like it's got all the other web parts and then quick links is maybe on the right rail or something that focuses so that we wanted to see how it integrates or how it gels into the whole page concept, right? But all your examples is purely focusing on quick links. So it's all grand in one page. We want to see when you bring everything together, will it, stand out or will it be integrated?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah, Carlos here. Hi, everyone. So I think that I can also add something that can help you respond to that question. So I believe that one of the idea is, and to understand how the web parts can be fit together, is also using the build template that we have in place into our app. And so the way that you can use our products and within your real environment is just to deploy that template that will include all the web parts and different scenarios about the usage that you can apply with different pages, with examples of the web part, and have an idea how they can be fit if you mix together some of the web parts in the same page. I believe that the build template available within the app.bindtuning.com would help you to understand, besides to go directly to your environment and to apply the web part, you can test with that template.
Yeah, got it. So it's going to be available on 7th, right? Tomorrow, which is general availability is tomorrow or 12th, whatever that is.
It's already available in MFS account, Vijay. Everyone who is in this call is an insider, so you already have access to it. General availability would be 11. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So we will deploy it in Rob. We will deploy it in Boss Test and show you. Arvind or Stephen will show that demo.
And Vijay, just adding something extra. So if you add it to a side column and you, when Marco showed, he showed an option that allows you to select the number of columns. So I would say that when you add it to a thin column, then you just have one link per, so one column of links. Does it make sense? Rather than having two columns of links, you have only one column of links. And Marco, if you can go, so there's I don't know if you can just go to a page and drag it to a side column and turn the setting into one column only.
Yes.
And that would do the trick, and just show Vijay how that would look like. So some layouts were thought to work best with one column. Others, for example, the tiles, they look very well one side by side as well. So it will really depend on the space that you have on the page to select one layout instead of another.
So you are, if we choose a thin section, okay.
Yeah, can you just drag it to exactly? Yeah. So
yeah,
that
here
will,
it only fits one column. If you choose two columns, it will not make any difference here.
and if you edit, by the way, Marco, can you edit the same?
Yes. Okay.
And then change the layout and switch between different layouts.
Okay.
Yeah, and that shows you, how it displays on a narrow area.
Yes, all of them here.
Couple of things, right? One is the card. Go back, Marco. Can you go back to cards for a second?
This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I put a link to another page, right? Let's say we have different news articles, and I can use quick links on the home page to show all the articles, right?
Yeah.
When Francisco showed that social engagement is on the tiles web part, or also it's available in the quick links.
Social engagement. What do you mean about with?
Yeah. So what's coming out next, right? That's
okay. I
yeah.
just want to Okay, social engagement is coming in the next web parts, you're saying.
Correct. Yes. So
So
that's not implemented yet.
Okay. Yeah, that is where we are very curious. Like, I mean, try to bring the social engagement part, particularly how many likes on a particular article, how many views, you know, how many comments. I don't know what you mean by social engagement. If you guys wanted to.
Exactly that. Exactly what you just described. And
Thank
the
you.
way we are implementing functionality right now is very cross web part. And that is why some of the features are not yet released, but we know that we want to make them available. Namely, for example, you mentioned social engagement, and then that is one of the features that will most likely be very cross web part available. But the other one is the ability to save bookmarks of content, and that will apply to any type of content. So, you know, like saving a link as a favorite, saving a person as a favorite, saving news as favorites, and that will also be cross web part.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Beatrice.
So are we.
Okay, this is
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Okay, we have another very important question from Jim. So does the web part support the full width section?
No, at this moment it doesn't support, but it could be an interest
Yeah.
feature. Yeah.
We've had the same request for script editor
For script
recently.
editor, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay, also a very good comment here. Nice to have if a user has already added a few links in save in webpart mode, but then switch to save in list mode, give option to create list items from the links already included in the webpart. So
No, we don't have this kind of conversion.
yeah,
That's
it's a
actually
suggestion.
an awesome idea, Jim. Thank you.
Yes, yes, it is.
Good. I'd like to see these calls paying off. Okay, so next on the agenda, and feel free. So I'll post a survey here on the chat window, and you can add other ideas that come to your mind during the call or later on when you test it. Okay. Next on the agenda, we have the when and how to migrate, and this is very important. So if you're currently using the previous version of the quick links and you want to upgrade to this new one, there are some things that you need to pay attention to, and some things that we recommend you always do. Still, you'll always have the possibility to go back to your previous version. Although, again, you need to pay attention to a couple of things that Marco will explain.
Yes, so if you will migrate and you will replace your old quick links web part with this new version, as you see, it's completely different. But we provided retro compatibility, backwards compatibility. So, but there are a few things that you should know before updates. So. Okay, I have here an update environment. So I have here the quick links that you already know, the last version, and I will just upload to the app catalog the new one. Just going to remove the older one. And drag this one here. So if I now refresh the page, okay, these two parts will be replaced with the new version, and the new web part will link to the same list and will show the same items, and it will inherit the same properties. But there are a few differences. So I'm going just to refresh. Okay, so here at the right we have 5 links with an image, and here we have one with an image, one with an icon. And one thing that will not support on the new version is the old font awesome icons that the previous version uses. So if you have some links with those old icons, so they will be replaced by a generic a new icon. And if you want to change, you have to change it manually. Okay, another thing that will not be supported from the last version to the new one is the target fields, the target users field, because we use a new, completely different approach of getting users and groups. So that we will have to configure again. Okay, let's refresh. And as you see, we have the 5 links with an image, and so the image is not being shown here because this layout doesn't allow images. But let me just change for, you know, if you choose a layout with that supports an image, then you will have those images. And this one here, you remember the OneDrive icon? It was replaced by a generic link icon, because we are using another framework of icons here. You are using the Microsoft Fabric UI icons. So the old icons will be replaced by a new one. But yeah, you can, if you don't like this one, you can go here. And okay, this you here we don't have the option to have an icon, because we need to create an icon column first. I'm not going to do it now, because on this web parts, if we go to the mappings, you will see that we'll miss the field for the icon. You have to choose. Okay, I will try to choose this one to see if it works. Not mapping this one. Yeah, now it just changes the field, and you can just go here and delete this. Doesn't work. Just choose another one, and you can choose here. Okay, OneDrive, like this one. Save. Yeah, there was an error, but yeah, there are a few things that will not work, and the target users and the icons may not work, and you may need to configure again. Those are the only limitations that we have when you upgrade from the last version to this one. And if you want to go back, you still be able to go back. And that's it, Francisca.
Okay, thank you, Marco. So next steps for everyone. Installing the quick links. If you still haven't done that, give me feedback and the team through the survey that I posted on the chat window. So anything you'd like to see the webpart doing, please feel free to fill in the survey. This session has been recorded, and we'll send you the follow-up email. And shortly, we will be sending the next meeting invite for July 27, which will be the insider release for lists and the 2 new webparts, divider and title. So stay on the lookout for those. They will be coming shortly. And again, we really appreciate your time today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.